Hey everyone, welcome to Sims Teen Mom. In the last episode, we had a huge event happen when we revealed that the baby was none other than Grace's actually childhood friend, Vay's, and not her husband Jasper's. So Jasper had gotten upset. Originally, he was trying to work it out, but then Grace actually went and kissed Vay right in front of Jasper, and Jasper seen it and broke up and asked for a divorce with Grace. Then Vay had revealed that he did not want anything to do with Brooklyn, which was the baby, and he had, and Grace had pretty much told him to stay out of her life. So Grace is pretty much left alone with the kids that she had after or before with Jasper, because Jasper had taken the ones that they have together to live with him. However, I come back and I take notice that there is a new baby here named River, and his last name is Carrera as well. Brooklyn is obviously not his. River, though, has the name Carrera, so it has to technically be the fact that she got the Carrera last name, or it could potentially be Jasper's, which I will have to go ahead and check in the thing and see if indeed River belongs to Grace and M. I do know who it belongs to, but this is going to be quite interesting because they just... Alright. Okay, so genealogy. River. His father is Jasper. I don't know why it's not loading the pictures, but it is indeed Jasper. So Jasper and Grace did have to hook up. It could have been before the breakup, which it was actually before they got divorced. They did hook up, and it did result in a baby and her getting pregnant. Um, she doesn't know if she wants to tell Jasper, but she does have feelings for Jasper, and I think Jasper still has feelings for her. Like, it's still tough for those two to kind of be separate. Like, there's still love for each other. Um, so she's gonna go ahead and invite him over to officially let him know that they do have another son. I know that technically they had two other sons, but the one, I don't know, it was a glitch and it just like gave it up for like got rid of it. I don't know what happened. So River is the only one we have left. So there's one that is in there. His name was Ryder, but I don't know what happened. Like, it just like disappeared and said it was gone. I didn't even do anything. It like literally just came out of her and it was like boom, it was gone. So I don't know. But they do have another son together. What I'm gonna say happened with the other one is she had twins, okay, which is something that sometimes happens where one twin will I don't really want to say eat or consume, but I don't know what else to say besides that. The other one, so we're gonna say that River did that to his brother Ryder, so that's why there's only one left. Um, I don't know. Did she call Jasper? Yeah, Jasper should be coming over. He might even already be here. But my thing is once Jasper gets... That's not Jasper. That's Afu. That is not anybody that we know, really. That's just the random person, I guess. But, Emmy's out in here playing with Brooklyn, which Brooklyn, I don't know if I showed you guys, but she aged up. I think I did show you guys, though, in the last episode that she aged up. And it says, I'm not sure I want to grow up, and all of my friends seem to have figured it out. How do I figure it out? I would say, no worries, you still got a little bit of time. And Jasper, if you're showing up, bud, I hope you soon show up because it's really getting late. So, Emmy, why don't you go ahead and get to sleep? Oh, that's not your bed. Asher, you're hungry, so you're eating. You're tired, so why don't you go ahead and get some sleep, Brooklyn? Okay, well, apparently Jasper's not coming over because we'll try this again. Invite over. No, I can't invite him over. Is he, like, in the wall? Hold on a minute. Okay, so I got him. He was, walking very slowly to get here. But, so he's here. He's like, so I'm here. And she does have, like, options to give him a kiss and stuff like that. I think she's gonna say, like, so how are things? I think they do have, care for each other very much. And I could see them eventually getting back together, but there's still some, like, stuff that they have to do. And so she's kissing him. I didn't tell her to do that. I wanted her to do a mermaid kiss because with mermaids, I kind of figured if she gives him a mermaid kiss, it kind of shows him, like, her head, like, what she feels about him. And he knows that she truly wants him and nobody else now. He's like, but that doesn't replace the fact that you cheated on me, and that's gonna take some time for me to get trust in you back. And she said, okay. She said, how about we just try this? We can be together. But I also have to show you something because before we had gotten a divorce, I was trying to tell you, and oh, Jasper decided to take a shower. Hang on. Okay, so she brought him in the room, and she's like, keep your eyes closed. And he says he can't see it, but we're gonna see that he did see it. So she's like, we have a son together. His name's River. And he said, I can assure you it's yours. I didn't have any interactions with anybody else. And I want to let you know that. Okay, so Avery's taking care of him. While we're doing that, we're gonna stop him from leaving, because I don't want them to try for another baby, but I do want her to say, kind of like ask him to be her boyfriend, like, just to say, like, we don't have to be a couple, but, like, we don't have to be married. We don't have to live together quite yet until you learn to trust me again. But I wanted to let you know about our son. So here she comes. So she's like, we don't have to be married or anything right now. I just wanted to let you know about our sons and all that. And it seemed as if these guys are a couple again, guys. They're not married. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend right now. They're taking things very slow because Jasper has to kind of get his feel back again for her because of the fact of what she had done into him in the past. But he's like, listen, I have it hard right now with the others at my house, and frankly, I think the baby needs to bond with you. Obviously, I'll be around for the baby as well, but we got to really discuss this. Maybe in the next episode, what we're going to do about where the kids are going to go and all that until we fully get back together. And so they are together, but they're just taking things slow. I think eventually in the next episode, we'll probably have Jasper move back in, but I do have something planned for the household that we could do. Um, and in this episode, also, it's really getting late, but I mentioned this in the last episode, and, well, obviously it's River's birthday, but we gotta age him up, because it's been a little while since we had, so we're gonna go ahead and age up River now. But Emmi has been kind of keeping this secret from her family that she is, attracted to another female, and she doesn't want her family to kind of feel, like, off about it. And so she's going to reveal it tomorrow, which is actually LGBT Pride Day here in The Sims. So we're going to do random for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to be a little bit clingy. We're going to, I'm going to edit up his look and that, so don't worry about that right now. But, so I am going to go ahead and edit up his look and let you guys know. And then I'm actually going to send most of them to bed because it's kind of late and I'll pick this up in the morning. Okay, so this is River's everyday look. I kept his hair the same because I thought it was kind of cute. And this is his everyday look. Pretty casual. His formal. His sleepwear. His party wear. His swimwear. His hot weather and his cool weather. If you guys haven't taken notice, I think red looks good on him. I think it looks really cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and have a lot of them go to sleep, and I'll pick this up in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning, and these guys are up, and Emmy's up, and I think Emmi is like, so are you inviting Dad over? Because I kind of had to tell you guys something, and it's something that I need to tell. And so she texted Grace that, and Grace is like, I was thinking about inviting your dad over if he wants to come over, that's fine. But are you okay? Like, and she's like, yeah, and I know what you guys are probably thinking, well, Jasper's not really her dad, but in her eyes, Jasper is her dad because Pierce has never really been a part of their lives because when we tried to bring him back into their lives, he ditched them, which is not right. So she is going to go ahead, after she's done in the bathtub, going to go ahead and, get... We're also going to hire a mixologist, because I was kind of thinking, you have the drink. You also have to have arts and music spirit. Sing along the voices to participate, create art by doing like a painting, taking photos, or dancing, or do a few musical things by singing, listening to music, or playing an instrument. Okay, so we can definitely listen to music. Wind down with classical music. Why don't you listen to the classical music? Everybody can listen to classical music. That way we can get... And our mixologist is here. His name's something I can't pronounce. Didia. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I don't think the babies would have to do anything. Yeah, the babies only have to go on vacation, but we're not going to go on vacation this time. But, so Grace is going to go ahead and call over Jasper and see if Jasper wants to maybe bring Isaac can come. I think the other ones will be kind of doing their own thing, so he'll bring Isaac along. Okay. Everybody's coming over. We also have to pay some bills, so get the bills out of the way. They're going to share some spirits. Because even though these guys aren't a part of the LGBTQ community, I think that they would still... It's kind of more so about showing love to whom you want to show love. And she loves Jasper. Like, I think she's trying to fight for Jasper back. And they are taking things slow. I don't know where Isaac quite is yet. Maybe he just didn't make it yet. But he's like, whoa. Because the baby grew up overnight, it seems like. Why don't you go ahead and give him a romantic gift? I believe you might have a flower in here. Yeah, you have a rose. And then Emmy's like loving seeing this, but she's taking care of her brother, which is really cute. But she's like, right now I think she's having a hard time trying to figure out, like, is now the right time to tell? Because trust me, I know, because it was hard for me to tell my family that I am into guys, and it's something that's really... It's something you struggle with because you don't want to lose your family because you feel like they're going to give up on you. And I think that's something that Emmy's feeling right now, that their family is going to give up on her, and that's not the case. Like, so, I mean, clearly she knows Jasper. I don't know why it's saying she has to introduce herself to him, but okay. And then I think the best way to do it then would be... I don't know, where's the share secret one? That's what I'm looking for. There it is, share secret. I think she would tell her mom first, and then she would tell Jasper. Okay. So, we have to be careful because her and Jasper really aren't related, and Jasper's getting like a little bit of a flirty mood. So, we're going to have to be careful. Um, okay. Now, I think is the right time to say it. Like, I think she's gonna rip it off. Like, so I'm in the women, and Jasper's like, sweetheart, I don't really care what you are, who you are with. I care for you for the who you are, not anything besides that. Now she's gonna go ahead and tell her mom. So she's like, she's getting a drink, which, I mean, I think her mom would be okay with it. And she's like, Mom, I like I like girls. And her mom and Emmi, and she's like, I kind of already had a feeling. I didn't want to say anything, but I knew. I mean, Emmi, I don't really mind you being with whoever you are. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. And that's truly what I want for each and every one of my children, is for them to be happy. So Emmi had gotten an experience that some people unfortunately do not, and that is that both of their father figures in their life or mother figure and father figure in their lives had accepted them, and sometimes that's not always the case, because some families do end up going. Apparently Isaac was here. I just didn't see him, but and so Emmy has revealed to both her parents now and pretty much to her family now that she likes girls, and they were really accepting. But as I was saying before, that's not always the case, and some families don't accept their children for being into same-sex relationships. I don't think that's right, personally, but it's like a touchy subject to me, so that's why. But I wanted to touch on this because some families are like this, that they do accept, and then there's some people out there that don't accept it, and I don't think that's right. And so Grace is like, is there a girl out there that you like? And Emmy's like, yeah, but I don't know how she feels about me. I don't even know if she likes, girls. And Grace is like, well, if you don't, if you, if you don't know, I mean, the only thing you can do is ask. Maybe she does. Maybe she likes you too. Or maybe you can just start as friends, like me and your father did. Or, yeah, well, she would say your father because Jasper, in her eyes, is her father. me and your father started out as friends, and we grew into a relationship. I made a mistake, and now we had to start over. And I accepted that mistake, and your father had accepted that mistake, and we're trying, and all that, and that's all that really matters. So, Emmy's like taking that advice, and I think once she goes back to school, she's going to try to talk to that girl and see if there is a potential relationship there. Um, but with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and end it out here, guys. I know this one was kind of like, um, boom, 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 like 3 major events, like, really fast. And what I mean by that is, River was announced, River aged up, we showed River, and then Emmy pretty much came out. And that's all that really happened in this episode. But that's all I kind of had for this episode, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, because this one was really a soft one that touches heart with me. And I know what you guys are also thinking, probably in the back of your head. How many kids does Grace have now? And if you go to it, I just wanted to answer this question, because I got this question from a friend of mine via text message. And to answer your question, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. But technically, she only has 6 because Ryder was a twin, but we're gonna say that River was his twin, had consumed him. So technically she has 6, but really she would have 7. So technically she has 6 kids, and this is, I think, my sim that has the most children. And I think that it's kind of fun to have her have a lot of kids. And I think, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking maybe that they would have, her and Jasper would have one more. And now that I think about it, it would be kind of cute, like this 7. And because 7 is a sign of heaven, and or God, or luckiness and stuff like that. And so I was kind of thinking maybe that could happen. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and see if Jasper wants to come over, and then they are going to try for another baby. And I know what you guys are thinking, like, this lady has too many kids, but I think Grace has always kind of been like a really kid-driven person, and that's what I really like about her. And I really wasn't planning on doing this, as just like on will. But I think Emmy and Em kind of already have the idea that that's what's going to happen. And I just realized that this would technically be her second set of twins if she had them, but still. So Jasper's on his way over, and Emmy's saying, sometimes I get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. How can I deal with things when I can't even? I think she would say, try to talk with someone. And Jasper's on his way back here, guys. And we are going to go ahead and do a little bit of a, like a cool little try for a baby. And we are going to have to go up here to do it. And someone had broken the bathtub. Okay, so while we're doing that, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end it out here once Grace gets the results of whether or not she's having another kid, and we will see. This will definitely be the last kid, guys. I promise. This will be the last kid for Grace. Um, and I think after this one, she would actually get her tubes cut, tied, and burned, which means she cannot have no more kids. Um, but I still think it's quite cute that they're going to have 7 kids. Well, Grace will have 7 kids. And I kind of think that Jasper would end up adopting Brooklyn. So, I don't know. But altogether, they have 7 kids if they do indeed have another one. I don't know why you're down here. You're supposed to be trying for a baby, but hang on a minute. And Grace is indeed having a 7th child. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and end it out here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.